Hello, guys and girls, and welcome to the next episode of Fruit of Grisaia. One thing that I may not mention. This is a visual novel, and if you may or may not notice, there are mainly girls in it. There are maybe a few scenes in the future that need some censoring. I'm going to surprise you with the censoring if it's happened, because this is the Steam version. It's already a censored version. It is the port of the PlayStation Vita port of the game. It's so weird. It's a port of a port. But whatever. That's so. I suppose that means I'm incredibly stupid. Please call me Moron Boy, as if we're been best friends for 10 years. Cicada sisters. I saw the pair of you from the gate yesterday. One of you was swinging and Cicada around and the other one was shrieking, if I remember correctly. Oh. I see what I can do. Yeah. Kazumi Yuji. Good to meet you. I thrust out my right hand, but the tall woman in front of me doesn't show any sign of grasping it. She stiffens on the spot and staring fixedly at my face. It looks as though she was forgetting to breathe. Something's wrong? The big woman's frozen expression suddenly melts and she slightly shakes my hand. It's unexpectedly small, but directly cold hand. So, Aname. That's the reason why I like Japanese writing of the names, because it is near in the Western way of writing. It is so written that a German can pronounce it nearly perfect. So, anime. I pronounce it in the thickest German accent, and it sounds right. Woo. Iris Machina. Iris is a Greek god, and isn't Machina a Latin word for literally translated? It would be something like Mecha Rainbow Goddess. What country are you from? Ah. Wasn't she speaking English just now? I see. Well, good to meet you. Staring at my outstretched head in silence, Magna clings to Aname's back if she tries to hide herself. What's wrong?
ごめん。この子人見知りが激しいっていうか、男の子に慣れてないのよ。病院生活が長かったってのもあって、同世代の男の子が珍しいっていうか、どう接すればいいのかわからないみたいなのよね。
After all, the hand I've been holding out towards Makina, there's no need to force her to deal with me in first place, I guess.
いいのよ。そうやって甘やかすといつまで経ってもこのままなんだから。ほらマキ、じゃないわよ。ちゃんと挨拶できない子はおやつあげないわよ。
Is don't get anything supposed to be effective threats in this day and age, or should I thought? But hearing those words, Magna bites her lip tightly and extended her hand towards me with a strained expression. I gently clasped the small hand and pulled a natural-looking fake smile. I learned from my master. I'm Kazumi Yuji. Good to meet you. Irisu Makina. Her voice was small and marked by a distinct lisp. Her hand is as tiny as her body, and as hot like that of a child. No! That's wrong!
ねえ、怖くないでしょ？挨拶だけじゃなくて、他に何かお話ししたいことは？好きな動物は何ですか？
I like dogs. What about it?
へえ、答えてから質問するのね。
I'm not really intensive sort. I don't hesitate when I need to come up with an answer, even more when I have an important decision to make. Compared to failing without even trying, I'd rather take action, even at the risk of a mistake.
かっこいい。
Are you mocking me?
まさか。
Then why you laugh?
なんでだろうね。
I heard answering a question without questioning as a sign of stupidity.
あらそう。じゃあきっと私はバカなのね。これからは10年来の友達のようにバカねと呼んでちょうだい。
Got it, moron girl.
今はまだ笑ってるけど、次呼んだら怒るよ。
What a troublesome woman.
あれ、もう行っちゃうの？
I don't feel like being late on my first day.
授業が始まるまでまだ1時間はあるわよ。
I used to waiting. I kill time sightseeing over there or something.
それが悪いとは言わないけど、変わってるね。
I get it a lot. Well, I see you in the class.
あ、ユージくん、ちょっと待って。
What?
私からも一つ質問していいかな？
If it's something I can answer.
その、ごめん、やっぱいいや。
If you got something to say, spit it out. No need to hold back.
また後で聞くわ。もう少し考えをまとめてから。
I see. I don't understand the thought patterns of large women. My master will probably say, if you don't understand by now, you never will. But my own thoughts are more along the lines of... Whoops, sorry. 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 But my own thoughts are more along, even if I could understand, but why bother? Well then. Having said to anime, I am confronted with the fact that there are no sights particularly worth seeing here. There's easily an hour until start of class. I've been obviously woken up too early. Well, still better than being late, I guess. Might as well wait in the classroom. Right after I mumbled those words, just as I begin to walking down the hallway. What the? As I'm making my way towards the classroom the principal had described yesterday, yet something resembling a scream. No, not a scream exactly. The hell? Although it doesn't seem to be an emergency situation, I'm certainly a bit concerned by the sound. It's dramatically out of place in otherwise quiet morning schoolhouse. For the time being, I decide to approach. Okay. We've got ourselves again a nice screenshot for this episode, but I don't end it right here. Yeah. So, when I peered inside through the hallway window, I find a single woman shouting in the direction of a blackboard. Judging from the fact that she's wearing an uniform, it would seem she's a student here, like Sachi. I did only press it once. Is the button stuck? Stop it!
ウォーミングアップ終わり。じゃあ次。
Warm up complete. Next up. After deeply inhaling.
せーの。あえいうえおあおあえいうえおあおあえいうえおあお。
Oh, vocal warm-ups. All in one breath, she feelingly let loose of a string of syllables formula as a vocal tuning exercise. Ugh! See? I knew it!
よし、一息で言えた。いいぞ、私。いや、私。
One moment, please. Stop doing screenshots, please.
なんか違うな。こんなんじゃ5本。
Ah, okay. Sorry. And I need to use my mouse for now.
私の言うことが聞けないっていうの？今のは良かったと思う。じゃあ次。あんたのためにやってるんじゃないんだからね。
By staring at the memo pad in her hand, she awkwardly but forcefully rattled off phrases, one after another. It seems like it'd be best to ask her what she's doing directly. Does the Broadcasting Club? In response to my question, or more likely to my entrance, the woman leaps up in shock and draws back good 3 meters. Desks and chairs clattered dramatically in her wake. Now I might have been hesitant to assume that from the vocal exercises, the drama club seems possible as well. You seem to be saying some kind of lines.
誰ですか？じゃなくて、誰なの？
Just as I'm getting ready to rephrase my question, the woman preempted me with her own. Me, Kazuma Yuji. I be transferring here as of today.
転校生？この学校に？
Yeah. nodding and walking a few steps forward and stand in front of the woman. So, were you doing some sort of rehearsal after all? Sorry if I interrupted.
演技なんかしてないしてない。すよす。だから何の遠慮もしなくていいの。いや、遠慮しなさい。
Which is it?
いいからそこに座りなさいよ。
I don't quite follow, but if I start asking questions, she'd probably get even noisier, so I choose the path of least resistance.
慌てない。転校生なんだから、ファーストコンタクトがとても大事よ。変わりなさい、ミチェル。
After I flopped down on the chair, the woman muttered to herself in a low but preferable audible voice.
私は松島ミチェル。よろしくね。
In contrast, she delivered her self-introduction in an artificial brightness. That's so... initials MM,
そうよ。だからって、ド M ってわけじゃないんだからね。
Nobody said anything remotely like that.
あ、ごめんなさい。じゃない。そう聞きそうに見えたのよ。
Do you want to be called masochist that badly?
したくないわよ。つかなんでそうなるの？
Quite an energetic woman. She drops the subject and forged boldly on ahead.
そう。私はこのクラスで委員長的なことをしているわ。だから何か困ったことがあったら、私に相談してもいいのよ。
What does that sort of mean?
それは委員長は他にいるからよ。その辺融通は聞かせなさいよ。
Fair enough.
妙に物分かりがいいわね。まあいいわ。それと
The woman's voice suddenly grows
前
quiet.
もって聞いておくけど、あなたは冗談が通じる方？
I wouldn't call myself an enthusiastic.
聞いておいてよかった。じゃああなたは私のことを特別に名前で呼んでいいことにするわ。本当なら様付けで呼ばなきゃいけないんだけど、許してあげる。
No fucks are given that day.
やっぱなんかまずいこと言っちゃったかな。やっぱり様付けとか言わない方が良かったのかも。もうその辺の今のもう一回やりの。
You want me to call you Michuri, yes?
そうよ。それでいいの？それで。
She hums to herself and nods emphatically, apparently satisfied with this result. Actually takes a colorful wafer of some sort out of a small container and crunch down viciously. What are you eating?
あげないわよ。
I wasn't asking, I just wondering what those were.
ただのラムネ菓子よ。それがどうかしたの？
That's so, from the way you're showing them off, I was pretty sure you wanted me to ask.
うるさいわね。あんたに見せるためにやったんじゃないわよ。あ、なんか今のうまくいった？多分今のそうよね。結構良かったよね。案外私素質あるのかも。
I got a strange sense of deja vu from her phrasing just now. What was it? 1 dozen long advertisements they put up inside trains. Since I don't write them often, the few I've seen stand out in my memory. Right, the reprints idiotic article from a woman's magazine about how to make men fall for you. Purposely treat them coldly at first in order to create a contrast for your affection when you make your move.
何いきなり考え込んでるのよ。でこういう時はなんだっけ。私の美しさにぼーっとなっちゃう気持ちも
So, you're supposed to be a tsundere? Tsundere?
違うわよ。いや違う、そうなんだけどって。嘘、いきなり言っちゃうわけそれ。
Michiru covers her mouth with her left hand and staggered backwards, apparent shock. Her reaction is a bit puzzling, but I think I probably hit the bullseye. I see, I think I understand. You're playing tsundere in an attempt to attract male attention, yes? But there's still some points I'm not clear on, like that hair. Why are you bleaching it? Please, Janian Blonde has a more natural tone, not that artificial look gold color. I know a few. That's so next time I happen to visit America, remind me to pick up some better hair dye. So, as I was saying, why bleach it? And the hairstyle is a little odd too. It's not one I see that often. In the way it has to be. Michiru begins to mumble her words under her breath as if it inverts the cursed power. That she has to describe the tsundere curse in the first person seems a bit strange, but pointing that out would only prolong this, so I leave it be. Michiru jabs out an index finger in my direction and... As she runs out of breath, in grand style, the curtain finally drops on Michiru one-woman show. Echoing her erect breath, the only sound in the otherwise silent classroom. Exactly 30 seconds passed. It's tough being tsundere, got it. And I'm not sure if that wasn't what she was looking for, or if she just lost the will to go on. But Michiru glares at me while attempting a sound remnants of a male-functioning industrial machine. Anyway, let's get along, Michiru. Michiru. Yeah, it goes without saying, I plan to get along just fine on my own. It really isn't being a tsundere, is it? Finally breaking down if I talk English, I want to pronounce it in an English accent. Interesting. Michiru begins flinging waste paper, permanent markers and anything else lying around in my direction, attempt to drive me off. Are you crying? Sorry, my bad. My attempt at an apology seems only have fueled her anger, so in the end I decided to temporarily withdraw, in fact called for. Class is starting in another 15 minutes, but it should be fine. I just killed some time somewhere. 5 minutes before the start of the class, particularly the moment after I re-entered the classroom, Anime and Sachi arrived. The tsundere from earlier looking at me with naked aggressions, but noticing the arrival of the others. Resuming the performance in question, she promptly calls out to them. In the instant her greeting is returned, Michiru runs over, noisy, and shakes her hand in front of Sachi. But you said I obviously had to address you the way me. Michiru, while glazing over in my direction, for some reason desperately entreats Sachi. Anime, leaning on the desk, seemed to be occupied trying to hold in her laughter. Oh, how could you? The instant Michiru speaks, Sachi tears abruptly vanish as if someone threw a switch. Michiru watched her cautiously, sweating heavily. Michiru straggles her way back to her seat, with all the vitals of a limp wreck. You feeling alright, Michiru-sama? Kurose. Sorry, I just wanted to give it a try. Michiru collapses weakly on her desk. Makina's lisp voice sounds from the rear of the classroom. It seems like she might be used to my presence yet, judging from the way she beelining straight for Anime, hides herself behind her, and she exclaims at me. Appreciated, Michiru. Keep up the good work. Apart from the large woman, this bunch seems to present quite a variety of communication difficulties. Nothing but fantastically normal students here. Principal. As in response to my sarcasm with the shimming of the opening bell. The perfectly normal principal appears before my eyes. Wait a second, there's only 4. As we arrive at the beginning of the 2 gates, I notice a difference from the information I heard yesterday. Standing in the podium, the principal noticed the irregularity at the glaze. Her tone seems to be asking if anyone familiar with the circumstance. Apparently, I'm not the only one with question about our lone torrent. From an open window, the scent of the tire flows into the room. Perhaps because the world and the events surrounding us all sides, it's not always easy to remember this place in fact is close to the sea. In contrast to the breeze and the blue sky and intimidation of freedom, the grave, those jutting fences speaks of a denial and rejection. While my classmates raised their voice angrily, I passed the time staring into the sky. School life, huh?
ここが視聴覚教室です。すべての席にリスニングとヒアリングの機材が揃えられていて、語学学習にも適しています。
And I think I end this episode right here, right now. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Bye! Say bye, Sachi. She can.